Yo, Rocco B, Scotty G, highly explicit NFL podcast. We're back, episode 33. Holy shit. I'm Rocco B in Louisville, Kentucky, and my boy in California, hey, Scotty G.
How you doing?
Hey, Scotty boy, it's fucking raining over here right now
Hey.
in
Oh,
Louisville,
shit.
Kentucky, and I'll tell
Nice
you what.
84 degrees and sunny here in San Diego.
That's fucking beautiful. And I'll guarantee you that just like it happened in fucking Philly last night, I'll guarantee you the fucking guys that had Tampa Bay -7 were thinking it was going to be raining, fucking cashing in their tickets after last night until Jalen Ertz throws a fucking out route to Quez Watkins for a 2-point conversion. Take your tickets, rip them up, get the fuck out of here.
you doing?
Unbelievable.
No. First off, look, I like Jalen Hurts. He's definitely no fucking Zach Wilson. He looks actually pretty good, but he looked terrible last night. Like, he didn't have a great game last night. So you gotta hold off on this bandwagon that you're on, because he didn't have a great game last night. He had like 80, 90 yards or some shit. Like, the guy didn't do shit last night.
He had 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns. This guy is unbelievable. I don't know what the fuck Nick Sirianni and the offensive play calling with Philadelphia, what they're doing. They are making Jalen Hurts into, like, all of a sudden he's supposed to be Peyton Manning. He's supposed to be reading 3 different guys at one time, blah, 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 blah. They're not running the football, helping him out, so the fucking pass rush are getting right after him. It's unbelievable what Philly's doing. They look ridiculous. The whole crowd's turning on them, saying run the fucking ball.
Look, yeah. Did you hear him in the pregame? Sirianni, run the ball, whatever the fuck chant they were going.
Did you hear when Miles Sanders gets a handoff, they go nuts?
I know. And he does well. I don't understand. He runs for like 6 yards a clip when they actually run the ball. I mean, you got to run the ball even just to keep the defense honest, just to make them think you're going to run the ball. There's no point in them putting anybody in the box otherwise, or just pinning their ears back and blitzing the quarterback. They might as well do that every play, because they know you're going to throw it. It was like the second or third quarter, and they had one running attempt. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, don't put this on Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is a fucking stud. Just wait until he actually has an offense to run with fucking guys that have brains in their head.
And look, real quick, I got to tell you this real quick. I got on Sirianni with the whole fucking rock paper scissors bullshit, and I really didn't like. I didn't like the guy. I didn't like the t-shirt shit. There's a lot of things I don't like. But a lot of things, I'll be honest, a lot of things I don't like are like leadership things. They weren't really coaching things. Week 6 now, we're into watching him coach and how he calls plays and whatnot. This guy's fucking atrocious. He's fucking terrible. He's got to go. He's at least got to give up play calling. He's horrendous at it. And I know it's just beating a dead horse, because we just talked about the fucking not running the ball. But this guy's awful. Like, this is the greatest thing to happen to you and your squad, because as long as he's there and calling plays, Philly's going nowhere.
And the incompetence in the division right now is unbelievable, with Washington's defense, with the Giants all around, and with the way that Philadelphia is calling offense. It's unreal. Dallas, like I told you, is going to win this division by 3 or 4 games. But Scotty, Tampa Bay, again, they look amazing. Brady looks like it's just a fucking walk in a park. Apparently, they're going to ship off O.J. Howard, so they made him look beautiful in that game.
Oh, that's why they did that?
I believe so. And you're talking...
Who said that he's getting shipped out?
Well,
Where'd you hear that rumor?
I've read that rumor on the internet, and I've also heard it from your boy Cowherd that he's got inside sources that they were showcasing him to trade him.
Where do you think he?
Who knows? I mean, Arizona was such a great fucking fit until the big trade, ladies and gentlemen. Fucking Zach Ertz. Everybody heard of this fucking bullshit. I don't want to beat this dead horse either, because I'm sure by this time everybody's heard it. But we're no longer going to hear Jalen Hurts to Zach Ertz. No Ertz to Ertz. It's just, no more. Ertz goes to Arizona Cardinals for a 5th-round pick, and Tay Gowan, a cornerback that Philly, I think, can use. But now the tight end market is kind of, a little bit dried up. I don't know if Indy's in the fucking trade market anymore, and I don't think the Jets are in the trade market anymore. So it's going to be interesting where O.J. Howard goes.
Yeah. What about like a Pittsburgh or something like that, or like
Pittsburgh's got 2. I would say maybe Minnesota, because they lost Irv Smith, but I don't know if they're going to be buyers or not. So,
or like a Kansas City, or maybe even, what about San Fran? San Fran lost Kittle.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It just depends on who's buying. You told me something about, do you want to maybe go into some interesting trade pieces at the end of the show? Maybe bringing back a Salacious 6?
Yeah, I got a Salacious 6 today. I had to do it, and I got 6 guys that I want to talk about that I think are going to be on the move before the trade deadline. Some good, some bad, some, who knows.
Okay.
But with that being said, we'll come back to that at the end here.
We will come back to that at the end. And, Scotty, are you ready? Week 6 picks, baby. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right, baby, here we go. We go to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium one more time. This weekend we go at 9:30 in the East, and Scotty, I hate to tell you, 6:30 in the West, and you don't have to wake up for this one. It's the Miami Dolphins and Jacksonville Jaguars in London, in the big news. The big fucking news. My favorite quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa, is going to be the quarterback for Miami Dolphins. I'm going to tell you right now, Scotty. Altua. I'll tell you, I think Miami being a 3-point favorite in London. I like Jacksonville all week. I just think that they're ready and primed, and this is the perfect opportunity for them to get their first win. And now that Tua is the quarterback, I love it even more. So give me Jacksonville +3 in London.
I got it. I got Jacksonville winning too. So I got them obviously covering. So yeah, I think it's time Trevor Lawrence gets a win here and starts making some noise.
Now, last week, if you remember, we had a record 12 games that we were apart on, that we were completely on other sides.
Because I felt like I did terrible. No, there was a lot of games that I was like, yeah, you're out of your fucking mind. Or I was like, yeah, there's no way this happened. And then I fucking watched the game, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
A little too much sauce that day, huh?
We talked a little bit about it on episode 32 about the games that we were different on, but we did go 6-6 against each other. So hopefully we don't have 12 difference again. But now let's get away from England. Let's go to the fucking continental United States. And let's hit the Detroit Lions at home. Joe Burrow has been on throat rest all fucking week.
Hey, what the fuck is that,
How about throat rest, huh? How about that? I knew a couple broads in high school that should have went on that. I think Joey Burrow still is going to fucking roast the Lions, and the Lions are really in trouble. That game last week, could you believe that, Scotty? They fucking actually grew a pair of balls big enough that were even bigger than probably Joe Burrow's last week when they went to Minnesota and they fucking scored that touchdown at the end of the game. They get the 2-point conversion and go up by 1 with 30 seconds left, and then the fucking Vikings win with a last-second field goal. It's unbelievable. Dan Campbell's crying, at the fucking podium.
Oh, yeah, that was bad.
And I get it, I mean, they're fucking trying, but trying ain't
it's
enough.
Nice to see that nice that he cares, but yeah. But we did talk about it. We said they were going to be in a lot of games. They were going to have some fight in them this year, and they were showing that.
You're exactly
So who
right.
you picking? I'm assuming you're picking the Bengals?
I'm taking Cincinnati, though. I really think they're a better team.
I'm taking Detroit to get their first win.
Detroit to get their first win. Oh.
Yeah, I'm taking Detroit to get their first win. Okay. And let me ask you this real quick. Who the fuck is Cincinnati Bengals backup quarterback? I need to know this.
Right now, I think it's Brandon Allen.
Well, we better, a little fantasy advice, stash this motherfucker because I cannot see Burrow finishing this season. This kid's getting murdered. He literally, honestly, if I'm a Bengals fan, I'm saying bench him for the rest of the fucking year because this guy's the truth. And this is going to be an Andrew Luck case if this guy keeps fucking playing games like this. I swear to God, he's getting murdered.
Well, if you watch Burrow, you watch him.
The guy's got a fucking throat thing. This is like when it happened with Andrew Luck. Remember he lacerated his fucking kidney? I'm like, when does that happen? Yeah, I'm telling you, this guy is going to be like an Andrew Luck where in 3 years he's going to be like, oh, I'm done. I got my big payday. I'm done. I'm done. Fucking 17 surgeries later. I can't play anymore.
Well, I would hate it because, like you said, Joe Burrow is the future of the NFL at the quarterback position. Now we'll talk about a guy that's on his way out, hopefully, because I can't stand his mouth. The Green Bay Packers are on the road, 6-point favorites in Chicago. Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears over the years. I don't like what Justin Fields is doing. I don't like the fact that they got Montgomery out, and now they're going to have Damian Williams out. So they'll be riding Khalil Herbert at running back. And Green Bay showed last week, even though fucking Mason Crossbar gives us a heart attack every once in a while, I think Green Bay still goes and plays on the road. So I'll take Green Bay -6.
Yeah, I'm with you. Green Bay -6. Look, Fields looked a lot better the last game or so, but I just don't think he's ready yet. And I think that Green Bay team, they're going into this. A lot of people are saying it's going to be a close game. I don't think Aaron Rodgers has really been playing like Aaron Rodgers, and I think it's going to be kind of like one of those games where he kind of comes out of that shell on this week.
He comes out of his yoga pose and and fucking finally throws to maybe, I don't know, somebody else other than Devontae Adams. Now, here's a game, shit show of a game, of course. Pair of 1-4 teams. AFC South rivals. The Houston Texans are on the road in Indianapolis. The Colts are favored by 10 points. Colts coming off that fucking awful loss on Monday night. Like you said, the Frank Reich-led Colts and the conservative play calling landing on your Scotchy with Scotty list, and I completely agree with you. And the Texans really should have won that fucking game at home against the Patriots. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the Texans here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the Texans plus 10.
Texans plus 10. So I'm with you on that. Texans plus 10.
Okay.
These 10 spreads, like when it's 10 or more points, unless it's the fucking Jets, I don't fucking trust it. It's too high. I'm telling you, it rarely gets actually covered. Like I said, unless it's the New York Jets and Zach Wilson's the fucking quarterback. Other than that, it doesn't usually get covered.
Or the Buffalo Bills. Unless it's Josh Allen beating teams by 20 every fucking week. All right, now, here is the game where I want to get into a little bit of conversation. The Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, boy.
They're on the road in the nation's capital, Washington fucking D.C., against the football team who's got a lot of shit going on this week, as we all know. But the Kansas City Chiefs are favored by a full touchdown, 7 points. And you think about it like, okay, it's Kansas City. They fucking play Madden on the field. It's offense, just coming off this embarrassing loss at home on a Sunday night. You got Washington, who can't do shit with Taylor Heineke. Where's this defense? I'm going to go the other way. I can't trust the Chiefs. I'm going to take the Washington football team at home plus 7. I think this Washington defense finally, at least the front four, finally wakes the fuck up and punishes Mahomes enough to at least be in this game, and I think it all is going to ride on Taylor Heineke. If they want to win this game, it's going to be Heineke at the end. I think it's going to be closer than people think. I'll take Washington plus 7.
Washington plus 7. So I'm completely disagreeing with you on this. I will give you all the props in the world for calling Kansas City almost a damn near bust this year. But the more I look at it, the more I evaluate it, the more I realize it's really not Patrick Mahomes. And I feel like you wanted to so badly be Patrick Mahomes' fault. It's really not. It's this defense's fault. It's this running game's fault. It's the fact that the wide receivers, other than fucking Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, are MIA. So it's like once you start doubling them or pressuring them, it makes it harder for him to make some more plays happen. And he's not as lucky with these crazy throws. They're actually turning into interceptions instead of completed passes like they were in the past. With all that being said, Mahomes is pissed. Mahomes knows he's fucking up. Mahomes knows they're sitting in the fucking basement of that division right now. He needs to do something. And with that being said, I think he comes out and romps fucking Washington football team. I think he comes out and fucks him up. Okay. So I think Kansas City wins, and I think Kansas City covers.
Scotty, could I tell you that I could see that? Yes, in this game against the Washington football team, which their defense is like we've said multiple fucking times, the most overrated defense we've ever seen. Could I see that happen and Taylor Heineke not being able to keep up? Yes, I can. But with the prior argument to what you just said, as far as it's the rest of the team, that's where I can crush you because there's nothing different on this team. The wide receivers are the same. They exchanged fucking Hardman and now Josh Gordon and Demarcus Robinson, who they've always had. You're going to say Sammy Watkins is such a big fucking loss?
No. What I'm saying is
they've had the same team.
I'm not worried about that. What I'm worried about is basically what I'm factoring is Taylor Heineke going to be the one to exploit this defense after they've been kind of embarrassed the last couple of weeks. And I just don't see. Maybe that's me not giving him enough credit, but I'm just not. I'm not there yet.
I told you. You know that I've given you the Romo thing. He could be. The problem is his defense sucks. His defense not helping him out, and I think they could be a little bit of a help this week because they know they're going against a banged up Mahomes as far as the season goes. Kelsey's a little banged up too. But what I'm saying about the Chiefs, and you're telling me that it's not Mahomes. It is Mahomes.
He's having a good season besides maybe a couple more picks this year than normal. And I know that's a big deal, but I'm telling you, dude, you can't say that your deep. Oh, dude, other than fucking Parsons, your defense is damn near the fucking same as last year. What's the difference? You got a different coaching.
Yeah, we got a bunch of new pieces on the defense. No way. But
I'm just saying the team's not that. The team can have bad years. The defense can have bad games. They've had bad games last year too.
I understand, but Kansas City has had defensive bad games for the past 3 years. They've had the same roster, essentially. Edwards-Helaire was only there for the first time last year, and he's, of course, not there now, but they weren't fucking using him anyway.
Helaire played better. Kareem Hunt played better. Like, they had guys. Also, I think the biggest thing is that we're not factoring in right now is a lot of these other teams have gotten better. Like the Chargers were not the Chargers. Yeah, I'm just they all caught up. Is what I'm saying.
That's fine. But what I'm telling you, as far as what the Chiefs are doing, It can't be just as simple as what people are saying with umbrella coverage on fucking Tyreek Hill, and they're banging Kelsey a little bit ahead of the fucking line of scrimmage than they used to be. Bullshit. They would have learned that fucking 3 years ago. It's all about Mahomes' decision making. It's all about, just like we'll talk about in a little while on fucking Kyler Murray. If defenses now are learning how to maybe fuck around with Mahomes and not let him just get away with these stupid fucking throws that he's been doing for years, now it's coming out. It's coming out that Mahomes maybe isn't like the fucking god everybody said he was, and I've said that. So let's just keep seeing it. I want to keep seeing it this season, but I really do believe it's up to him.
I'm with you on that. I think people were too quick to anoint him, and I said that from the get-go. I didn't like the beginning. After one season, people were talking about like he's the greatest quarterback ever. I told you from the get-go that was too much, too fast, too soon. I get that, and I'm with you on that. But after 3-4 seasons, I cannot disagree the fact that he is a top 3. Maybe you can argue top 5, but I would argue top 3, maybe top 2 quarterback in this fucking league. And the thing is, he looks like he's going to get better and better. Now, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe he starts to digress and like not be as well. Like maybe, but I haven't seen that. And the fact that he's paired with Andy Reid and he's got all those weapons, I think he's going to continue to do better. They just got to build the other things around him. They got to keep that offensive line going, and they got to get that fucking defense right.
I know you're going to call me crazy, and we will get into this in another episode.
You are crazy.
I would take at least 5 other quarterbacks in front of Mahomes.
5 other quarterbacks?
Absolutely.
Can we come back to this at the end of the show and you tell me the 5 quarterbacks you'll take it before this?
Because I will. I'll tell you at the end. It'll be my fucking.
5?
It'll be my titillating top 5, and you can drop your salacious 6 in the trades. But I'll give you 5 other quarterbacks I'd take. For the next at least 3 to 5 years, other than Mahomes. Oh my
God.
Okay, here we go. Now let's get off that game. We're different on that one. Let's go to one of the unbelievable games I think of the week. Let's go to Baltimore, shall we? And the fucking Ravens coming off that unbelievable Monday night win led by Lamar Jackson. Our 2.5-point faves to, oh man, probably my second favorite team right now in the league, the Los Angeles Chargers and Justin Herbert. This is a toughie, Scotty. Toughie. But I'm going to take the Chargers plus 2.5 on the road.
Bro, these Ravens have been fucking squeaking out wins.
Yeah.
They had your boy Timmy Tebow on First Take today talking about it, and I wish I could bring this up and disagree with you. The problem is everything he said I fucking agreed with. They had a comeback win, they had a fucking field goal win, they had another loss. I mean, they could easily be fucking 1 win or no wins on the fucking Ravens.
Oh, absolutely. The only game they really dominated was in Denver. That was it.
And I'll say this. I do give them credit because we all know starting the season, like we all forget, they're down like 50 running backs.
Yep.
They're down a bunch of players. I get
John Harbaugh is the coach of the year. Seriously.
They are doing things that you did not expect because of all the adversity they had.
Yep.
I get that, but we're past that now. Every team's got adversity. Yep. Every team's got shit they're dealing with. So that's out the window. Mm-hmm. With that being said, Chargers I'm taking Chargers. Well, I got Chargers to win, and they're the dogs.
Me too.
So it doesn't matter.
You're basically this game you're picking winner. But here's the thing. I think this is going to be one of the best games of the week, if not the best game of the week. And I think that this is the come-out party for Herbert. On the road. This is
the come-out party? Not against Kansas City when he fucking lit up the fucking game?
That's in his division. This is going to be against Lamar. Like the two of the future studs of this league. And I think Herbert's going to fucking show out, and it's going to be the Chargers over the Ravens. And I think some of that, the injury and attrition that fucking Baltimore's going through is going to show up in this game. Because LAC, the fucking Chargers, man, they are deep, and they're not hurt, and they're fresh, and Herbert's the truth. So I'll take the Chargers. Now, let's stick with another Los Angeles team, the Los Angeles Rams. Going to MetLife Stadium in Jersey, going to play the Giants, and they're 10-point favorites, the Rams. The Giants now are going to be without Saquon and Kenny Golladay. And Daniel Jones comes back with Darius Slayton and Sterling Shepard as well. I just don't like the Giants this year. I think they're a big fucking mess. I'm not a big fan of the Rams going on the road, but I got to take the Rams minus 10.
At some point in this season, when I do my jerk-off of the week, I got to include myself. And it's fucking thanks to the goddamn Giants. They made me look like the biggest jerk-off. The only other thing that makes me look like a bigger jerk-off is some of these players I picked in my family fantasy league. I'm fucking 0-5. I look like shit. These fucking clowns. No one wants to do a trade with me. I'm trying to ship out Aaron Rodgers and Stephon Diggs. Nobody fucking wants them. I don't get it.
I don't know who would say no to that.
Yeah, you're one of them, you piece of shit. Anyway, the G-men are fucking done. The only team that makes them look good is the fucking New York Jets. And for all I know, they might get more wins than this fucking squad. I don't know. So with that being said, I am taking the Rams cover on paper. There's 3 teams in this league that are fucking the best teams in the league on paper. The Rams might be number 1 on paper. The other 2 to me are the Browns and the fucking Chargers. But the Rams, top to bottom, a phenomenal team. They really are, in my eyes, underperforming because they should be dominating with the fucking talent they got.
Yeah, there's something up with the Rams. Their defense has been underperforming for a couple years now. I would say that I still don't trust Stafford. I really don't. And I know it's week 6, so we got a long season. So I don't trust Stafford.
I'm gonna back you on that. The one thing I said this to a Rams fan the other day. I was up in Dana Point, which is little fucking hour and 20 north of fucking San Diego. I was working up there, and there was some regular guy coming into the bar, huge Rams fan. He's talking all the shit during the Rams-Cardinals game about a week or 2 ago, and I had to put him in his place. But then I was like, look, Stafford, fantastic quarterback, big improvement from Goff, but here's the big thing. This guy, his main fucking shtick with Stafford, he can't win the big games. The fucking primetime games, the playoff games, which he doesn't see the playoffs, but I'm just saying, whenever it's a must-win game or a big game, he shits the bed. That's when all of a sudden it's pick. This is what he does. So, yeah, you're right. I don't trust fucking the Rams because of Stafford. As much as he makes them better, he also fucking makes them ineligible to fucking win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, and like I said previous, I just believe that there's something got to be going on there because, like you said, there's so many fucking studs on this team on paper. They're just not gelling somehow to be an underperforming team. They look like absolute dog shit at home against Arizona. That should not be the case if you're a Super Bowl team. Now,
no.
Let's get to Carolina. Your boy Sammy D is a home dog this week, Scotty. Home dog plus 2.5 to the Minnesota Vikings. Now, the Carolina Panthers are still going to be without Christian McCaffrey this week. I think that's huge. And
I thought he'd come back this week.
No, he's just ruled out today. And I'm going to tell you what. I looked into this. Kirk Cousins. I was wondering about this fucking line. The line's a little iffy. I'm like, I don't know. But Kirk Cousins, 11 touchdowns. 0 picks on the road. I don't know. I don't like what this Panthers team is doing without McCaffrey. I'm going to take Minnesota. And without J.C. Horn, by the way, as well.
Yeah, I know. When does Gilmore start playing? Do you know?
The week, I think this week 7, I believe, is his first eligible.
Okay, I'm going to tell you this. Regardless of Gilmore or not, I'm picking Carolina. I know that you're a big Kirk Cousins fan now, all of a sudden. But I'm still not jumping on that Minnesota train. And I think Carolina...
This is more about Sammy D than Kirk Cousins, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. But, look, I watched that game, and I understand Sam Darnold kind of came back to reality a little bit. But he still didn't look terrible. He still had an okay game. He just fucking threw 3 picks, which is awful. But at the same time, I don't see him doing that every game. If he only throws 2 picks or 1 pick in that game, they probably still fucking beat the shit out of Philly. So with that, Philly should not have won that game. They deserved it because they pulled it out, but they really shouldn't have won that game. Yep. And I think Carolina bounces back, assuming Sam Darnold doesn't have another meltdown, which I don't see him having 2 games in a row. So I think he plays a little safer, especially against Minnesota, and I think he comes out and wins.
All right, we'll see. I would trust, unfortunately, Cousins over Sammy D right now, but both quarterbacks, I think. Now, let's go to the 4 o'clock window. Here's a fantastic game. I thought this was going to be the game of the week until the big news today that Nicky Chubb for the Cleveland Browns is not going to play in this game. He's out. So in Cleveland is hosting the Arizona Cardinals, 5-0 Arizona Cardinals. This is a rematch of, Baker and Kyler, Oklahoma teammates. Cleveland is favored by 3.5. Even still with Chubby out. I don't like this spot for Cleveland no matter what, even if Chubby was playing. I still like Arizona. I'm going to take Arizona, and I want to tell you who I really believe Arizona is going to end up being by the end of the season. But let's hear who you got.
I got the Browns winning and covering.
Okay. Even without Chubby.
Yeah, I think the Browns are great. I think they've been underperforming. And don't get me wrong. I think Cardinals are hot, and I think they're doing great. But at the same time, I think they're a little overperforming. I think they're good, but I think they're like a 3-2 team, not a 5-0 team like they are. So we'll see. I think they get brought down to reality. I think when it comes to the big dogs, they start to lose. We'll see how that goes.
Okay. I had a fucking vision of what I believe the Arizona Cardinals are going to be. Do you remember the 2015 Carolina Panthers that went 15-1? You remember that team?
Yeah.
Remember how they couldn't fucking stop the offense that Cam Newton was running? They were seeing shit that they'd never seen before. Cam was playing at his best. He was running, he was throwing, he was making good decisions, wasn't turning the ball over, and they had a good enough defense. I think that defense was a little overrated because of Kuechly and some of those guys. They had a good enough defense to get to that Super Bowl, and then what happened to the fucking Super Bowl? They had the worst quarterback play against them, which was Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos. But the Denver Broncos had the absolute best defense and pass rush in the league. Completely fucked that team up in the Super Bowl. Von Miller, Shaq Barrett, guys like that. They fucking took Cam Newton completely out of his game. And it was, as we saw with the San Francisco 49ers in Week 5, what they did to Kyler Murray. I think a team is going to do that in the Super Bowl, maybe the Buffalo Bills, Scotty, and then they're going to have enough firepower on the other side. I don't like what Kyler Murray's going to do later in the season, but I think he's an early season front runner. He's the fucking little Yoda version of Cam Newton. Arizona's going to be 15-2, maybe 16-1. They're gonna be there at the end, but some team's going to say, no, sit fucking back down. You're a one-trick pony. We'll see you later. 2015 Carolina Panthers, Scotty.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't buy that. I don't buy that.
You don't buy it. You think they're going to fall off, or do you think they're going to? You think they're smoke and mirrors right now?
I think they're a little smoke and mirrors. I think they're a good team. I just don't think they're as great as advertised. I think they're a playoff team. Don't get me wrong, but I could see them being a wild card, and I can see them being a team that either is one and done or maybe make some noise in the playoffs. But like, I don't see them in the NFC Championship. I don't see them in the Super Bowl. I don't see any of that happening.
So you're guaranteeing the Rams win the division right now?
That I think Rams win the division.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I think that's where we're different. I think we're going to get Arizona winning the division, and because they're going to come into the playoffs, the hottest fucking team, and then they're going to get fucking smashed.
You do realize though, there's fucking 17 games this year, so it's like we're on week 6. That's a long time to stay hot. It honestly, in the defense of me of saying that they're not going to be as great, it's hard to get hot now and continue that through the whole season.
Well, like I said, Carolina did that because they had a different offense.
But
Cam was playing lights out. They had a good enough D. Nobody saw that offense really before with a guy like that before, and that's what they're saying with Murray right now. So
yeah, and I get that, but let's be fair in this one aspect. At that time in the NFL, there wasn't a lot of scary teams in the NFC. There really wasn't.
Well, yeah, no, that's a good point. I mean, they beat a Carson Palmer Arizona Cardinals team to get to the Super Bowl. I mean, I get you, but we'll see. I can't stand Kyler Murray. Now, let's get to the New England Patriots. All right, here we go.
Oh, God.
The New England Patriots have lost 3 games at home this year. When the fuck would you ever say that? In Foxborough. Now they host my Dallas Cowboys, and the Cowboys are 3-point favorites. People are picking the Patriots to win this fucking game, Scotty. They don't believe in the Cowboys.
They're out of their
fuck
mind.
themselves. Okay, the Cowboys are going to murder the Patriots in Foxborough.
This is Vegas saying, let's get everyone to bet on Belichick and make some money off people, because there's no fucking reason to bet against Dallas right now. Not against this team. Realistically, New England, look, they're not a terrible team. They're definitely better than actually even I thought they were going to be, but they're still not very good. They're really not a good team. And that offense is stagnant with Mac Jones. It's fucking very, very conservative. And the Dallas Cowboys are the exact opposite.
Yep.
They were the best offense the last season and a half. Well, guess what? They're going to be the best offense again this year, because that team is stacked on offense. And fucking Dak Prescott is fucking he means business. So
Yeah.
I'm just telling you right now, this fucking guy is not slowing down, and he's not going to slow down against this New England team. I'm telling you right now. Look, I've been wrong plenty of times already this season, but I almost guarantee Dallas is going to smoke fucking New England.
The only thing that's going to slow this fucking Cowboys offense down is a fucking monsoon, like it would happen with Tom Brady. It ain't going to rain Sunday, so take the Cowboys -3 with confidence.
Dude,
Now,
the last two weeks, I don't even know, because Zeke's been running like his fucking balls depend on it, man. He's been running like a monster. Him and Pollard have been going crazy.
Well, he
so
knows.
if that is the case, they still got the better run game too.
Yep.
I don't know.
It's a complete offensive team, and the defense is better, and this is something that McCarthy's got to hopefully not fuck up. Here we go. Let's go to the Mile High City, and the Denver Broncos are home favorites by 4 points to the most controversial and news-making team this week, the Las Vegas Raiders. People are on Denver's balls. People think the Las Vegas Raiders now have got so much controversy. John Gruden's gone. How these players going to respond? Holy shit, they lost Gruden. It's the complete opposite. I think they're going to play their balls off for Rich Bisaccia. I think they're going to get the best game they've ever seen this year from the Raiders in Denver. I like Vegas to win this game outright.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I'm on that bandwagon where I think not because Gruden's gone. I think people are on the bandwagon of saying that Gruden did all this. Gruden is the asshole. Blah blah. And look, don't get me wrong. What he did was wrong, and he is an asshole for everything he said and did. But with that being said, I think these players are also looking at the whole organization. I mean, did you hear Mark Davis? He basically said, "Yeah, I got no comment. Talk to the NFL." I don't know if these players are happy in general right now with this whole fucking organization, and I think they're going to snap out of it. I just don't know if it's going to be this week. With that being said, I'm taking Denver to win.
All right, and
cover.
You're taking a -4. Okay. All right, baby. So that's the 1 o'clock games, the 4 o'clock games. Let's get to Sunday night and the Russell Wilson-less Seattle Seahawks. Geno Smith, the quarterback for the Seahawks, going into Pittsburgh, Heinz Field, and those piece of shit Pittsburgh Steelers are 5-point favorites. You think Geno Smith? You think Seattle sucks? You think Pittsburgh's at home? How the fuck can anybody take Pittsburgh right now? How can anybody take Pittsburgh by more than 1 point? I know they're home, but did you see how Geno Smith played against the Rams on Thursday night while he was freezing his balls off on the sidelines? I'm taking the Seattle Seahawks +5 in Pittsburgh. I think that defense is going to probably get after Ben Roethlisberger to where he wants to get off the fucking field. I don't like the fact that Juju's now gone. His little safety valve is gone. Their offensive line is still in shambles. I like Seattle to really fucking rally around, just like I think the Raiders are going to do. Rally around Geno Smith to keep this thing at least close. I'll take Seattle.
You want to know who would take Pittsburgh? You're talking to him right now. I'm taking Pittsburgh. I'm taking Pittsburgh to fucking cover, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I've seen too much of Geno. Unless it's a Thursday night against fucking the Atlanta Falcons, which was one of his like breakout fucking games that year we had him.
He loves Thursdays.
I fucking missed a college class because I jerk off. I stayed home and watched this game. A fucking waste of a fucking credits I missed out on. This guy sucks. Look, he's a great backup. He's probably a top 5, top 10 backup in the league because he can do what he did last week. But he's not like a Teddy Bridgewater where I trust him for the next 4 or 5 weeks. Get the fuck out of here. This guy, he's going against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's no joke. What are you worried about, Juju?
I'm asking you one game.
Juju hasn't done a goddamn thing all fucking season. He might
because his quarterback can't do shit.
The only thing he was doing is fucking taking fucking snaps away from fucking Claypool and the other fucking cats, Deontay Johnson and shit. Yeah. Fucking this team's probably going to play better without this motherfucker.
We'll see. I mean, I'm worried about Roethlisberger, and I'm worried about the fact that this defense has been MIA this whole season. So, like I said,
you better hope Pittsburgh doesn't take a lead because the second Geno realizes he has to come back from a fucking deficit, he's gonna fucking pack it in just like he did in fucking West Virginia. This piece of shit.
You're damn right. But I'll tell you, I'd love to come in and say, "Oh, who do you got out there? Oh, fucking DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. Hello." Okay.
DK's banged up too, by the way.
They're not going to have Chris Carson, but again, they got a deep running back core.
They never have Chris Carson. Chris Carson should be traded. They never have Chris Carson. The guy can't fucking stay healthy. Him and fucking Saquon need to fucking hang out together.
We got to make our all banged up team this year. I think we got to let's just make the quarterback down all the way, and
it's going to be a fucking all-star team.
It's unbelievable. And we called, I think, all of them in the offseason. So let's get to the Monday night game to finish this thing up so we can get to our titillating top 5 and Salacious 6. The Buffalo Bills on the road against the Tennessee Tits. Buffalo right now 6-point favorites. If you remember, Buffalo got mangled and embarrassed last year in that Tuesday game, that weirdo fucking COVID game where they had to push it all the way to Tuesday, and they got mangled and embarrassed by the Tennessee Tits. I think they're going to remember that. You can't find me a hotter team right now, not named the Dallas Cowboys, than the Buffalo Bills. I'm taking Buffalo -6.
I fucking hate Josh Allen. I fucking hate the Buffalo Bills. And I'm going to say the one thing I never want to say. Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo fucking Bills.
Baby.
They're going to murder the fucking Titans. They're going to mangle and embarrass these motherfuckers. I'm telling you right now, Fucking, I told you last week. I told you the week before. I'm gonna keep telling you. Fucking Buffalo ain't gonna lose more than 1 or 2 more games, and it's gonna be fucking Tampa Bay. And who knows? They might win that fucking game.
Yep.
These jerk offs got a fucking cakewalk.
Just think about this, Scotty. This Tennessee Tit team is going to win a division. I mean, just think about that. They're going to win that division. How bad is that division? That division is the NFC East this year. That's like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's that fucking bad. The AFC South. Yikes. All right, baby. So there's our picks. Like we said last week, we were 6-6 in our 12 different games. This time we have a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6. So we got a 6 of different games, huh? We're going to see what we do with them coming this week. But, Scotty, how about I bring back the titillating? Yes, I said titillating. Top 5 quarterbacks I would select right now for my team if I'm a GM ahead of Patrick fucking Mahomes. I'm going to start number 1 with your favorite, Josh Allen. I'd take Josh Allen in a fucking heartbeat.
Wait. Go in order. Is that your number 1?
My number 1. No, my number 1 would be Justin Herbert. But let me make the goddamn list. Justin Herbert, we can put him at number 1. That's fine. Number 2 would be Josh Allen for sure. Josh Allen is number 2.
All right. I still think you're crazy, but keep going.
Number 3, I would take Tom Brady, even for the next 3 to 5 years.
Oh, my God.
Number 4.
You're out of your fucking tits.
Number 4, I'd take Russell Wilson for the next 3 to 5 years.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. And my number 5, I know it's a little crazy. I know you're off this fucking guy, but I think he's going to keep getting better and better and better. Lamar Jackson, I'd take in front of Patrick Mahomes. Now, I'd
You're
even almost,
crazy.
you know what the guy, I'd really be struggling if you told me that Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes.
Look.
Who would you take?
Honestly, mine is probably Mahomes. Like, I couldn't even tell you the order. If I had to do the next 3 to 5 years, I would probably do Mahomes, Herbert, Russ, Rodgers, and
You'd probably take Dak as well, wouldn't you?
And Dak. Yeah,
Okay.
100%. You're 100% right. Those are my 5.
I'd probably
Those
take
are my
Dak
5.
in front of Mahomes.
I'm not fucking touching Tom Brady, who I know I've been saying it for 20 years now, but he's probably only got a year or so left. I'm not taking fucking Josh Allen, who I don't know what he's going to be. I'm not taking fucking Lamar Jackson. This kid,
I'd take 6 or
He's
7
never impressed
quarterbacks.
me.
6 or 7 in front
to
of
me,
Mahomes.
to me, Patrick Mahomes is a better Lamar and Josh Allen. That's what he is.
No. This is me. I know everybody's different, but shit, I could have made a salacious 7 out of this fucking thing. I'd take 7 quarterbacks in front of Mahomes.
You're
That's
fucking
that.
nuts.
That's that. But
You're out of your fucking
you're a
tits.
salacious 6 or salacious even 7. Not sure what you got, but you got guys that maybe are on a trade block that we should be looking for.
Yeah. I got some guys that I think we should all take a peek at for conversation purposes for your own team. Your team, if you're a fan of one of these teams, they might be looking either to ship them out or maybe to receive one of these players. So let me go through a couple guys. I'm going to go through each guy. I'm going to tell you who I think's going to be traded. I can even mention some places I think they would be good fits for, and then you tell me your thoughts on them. My first one's the biggest one, in my opinion, and that's Odell Beckham Jr. I think for sure he's going to get dealt. I don't know what's going on in Cleveland, but they fucking hate him. They don't throw him the ball. He's a prolific fucking wide receiver, and Baker just doesn't like fucking throwing him the ball. They have no Jarvis Landry. He still doesn't get the ball. So where do you think he's going? Do you think he's getting traded? My opinion is yes. And 49ers, I can see him going to Philly. I can see him.
The Los Angeles Rams.
I can see the Rams. I can see the Chargers.
I think the Chargers.
There's a few teams I can see trying to go after him.
It'd be tough with the Chargers. I don't think they want to fuck up that locker room. I think he'd be perfect with the Rams. Perfect with the Rams. He's like such a fucking Los Angeles guy, Hollywood guy. It would be perfect. I think he's definitely.
I just
on
don't
the
know
move.
if they can. I don't know if they can afford him or have any trade value or any trade pieces for him because they literally gave away all their fucking trade assets the last 50 years.
Nobody's giving up a first or second round pick for Odell Beckham right now. But yeah, I mean, I think you're right. It just depends on whether we've talked about this before, whether he fucking gets traded or they just cut him at the end of the season. But okay, that's number 1. Give me number 2.
Cleveland Farrell.
Oh, boy.
From the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh, boy.
Just so everyone's aware, he was a healthy scratch week 1, And since then, he's played less than 30% of the snaps. This guy, in a layman's terms, sucks.
Fucking bust. 4th overall by Vegas. Just goes to show you whoever's drafted in that room. I'm not even sure anymore. I'm not even fucking sure if it's Gruden. I'm not sure if it's fucking Mayock. It could be both of them. Who knows? But Gruden had...
Certainly not Gruden anymore.
Gruden had 51%. Mayock had 49%. So he did have fucking total say. But... Cleveland Farrell at 4. Holy shit, what a bust! One of the biggest busts of all time.
Where could he go though?
I don't think anybody wants to take that contract. You know, if I'm the Raiders, it would almost be like, you know, admitting they fucked up. I just keep them and cut them at the end of the season. I don't know. Give me number 3.
Trey Flowers. He's on the hook for 5 years, $90 million. He started off his career great with the fucking Lions, but he got hurt last year, and then this year he's been kind of a bust. And I think the Lions are in sell mode because they know they're rebuilding.
Yeah, I could see that. Now, I thought you were talking about the other Trey Flowers, which was the cornerback for the Seattle Seahawks, who they are going to apparently release. This is Trey Flowers for the Lions. Edge rusher, who was unbelievable with the Patriots, got a big deal with Detroit when Patricia was there. I don't know. You're right. I mean, he hasn't lived up to the fucking contract. It just depends on if somebody's going to want to eat some money. I don't know if he's worth it like Mac was, and Mac hasn't fucking been worth it. So it's interesting. I think he's going to end up being a cap casualty, I think, at the end of the season. Who's number 4?
Number 4 is Marlon Mack.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely
look, he's gone, I think, and I think he's going to help a team. So I'm trying to think of it. I mean, I could see him on the Chiefs.
Yep.
Apparently, the Chiefs are very interested in him. Mm-hmm. They have no run game right now.
Yep.
I could even see him on
Minnesota.
Minnesota could help. I mean,
Minnesota's another one.
Cook's been banging.
Maybe
even the Bears.
Maybe even
the
Seattle.
Bears.
Yeah, the Bears for sure. I know they got Cohen back, but
Seattle would be great.
Seattle Seahawks
would be great for Seattle.
Yeah. So, but definitely Marlon Mack's on a move for sure. He's definitely going. He's as obvious as probably any of them.
Yeah, for fantasy purposes, man, that's the guy to stash because he could go somewhere, be the featured back, and be a stud. Because if you guys remember, 2-3 years ago, he was a fucking stud in Indianapolis.
And I know.
And I fucking already
stashed him. Yeah, I noticed that. You son of a bitch. All right, here we go. Who else you got?
Well, that sigh is the only noise you're going to hear of my heart breaking because pretty sure Marcus May is going to be gone.
Oh, he's
by
gone.
this trade deadline.
Oh, he's gone. I'm actually shocked that you don't have his jersey because that would have been the fucking beautiful kiss of death. But shockingly, you don't, and he's going away. So he's definitely
ranked this year as the 7th best safety in the league, and that's probably an underrating because the team hasn't been very good, and he's done amazing things. This guy has been a fucking stud, and he's been nothing but a leader. He's been a captain, and he's also been quiet about all this bullshit. He's been quiet about franchise tag, even though he said he wasn't happy about it. But for the first time ever, now just to give everyone notice, he just recently got a DUI, which probably helps the organization for the Jets to say, let's get rid of this fucking guy.
Absolutely.
But with that being said, the first time ever, this guy who's always kept quiet recently came out and demanded a trade. So I'm pretty sure if we're going to see any movement, it's going to be pretty soon here.
Listen, here comes the dad joke of the week. I am never going to put myself anywhere close to the New York Jets because it's apparent that they don't take safety first. And I'm telling you, the fact that they fucking got rid of Jamal Adams, who's the best fucking safety in the game, and now they're going to get rid of probably a top 5 safety in Marcus May. They had these two on the team at the same time.
On both same time, yeah.
Oh,
and I think that for me, the 2 spots I can see this guy going is the Chiefs or the Bucks because both need some help in the secondary, especially the Chiefs.
Makes sense.
And you got to remember Joe Douglas and Andy Reid also have had.
I think it's almost a done deal. He's a Kansas City Chief. I mean, that's so
that would help
obvious.
That would help them tremendously.
Yeah, I mean, you get Sorensen
because
off the field.
For those who don't know, he's great in coverage. He's also taken over a lot as the cornerback spot several times as a Jet. So they can use him several ways.
And they're aggressive. You know, they've been aggressive for everybody. Now, I know they got rid of their first round pick for Orlando Brown. But, can you send over a first maybe in another year?
And that window's closing with Travis Kelce getting older, everyone getting older. That window is not open forever.
Yeah, they better be aggressive.
They got fucking Mahomes getting paid. Yep. They're going to try to get a win in this year.
Yeah, they better be aggressive. I think that's a perfect fit with the Chiefs. Give me your last one.
My last one on my salacious 6 is Allen Robinson of the Chicago Bears, wide receiver for Chicago Bears. Now, here's the thing. This guy has only had less than 70 yards a game 25 times in his career, which is incredible because he's in his 4th or 5th season. So it's pretty great. But 5 of those 25 times occurred this season. This is statistically his worst start of his career ever for a season. With that being said, it's partly because he has no fucking quarterback throwing him the ball. This guy could be a legit receiver on a legit team. It just depends on who needs him, because I think they're going to deal him because he's been in the talks of getting moved for like 2-3 years now.
Yeah, well, this is the second franchise tag for Allen Robinson. So
Yeah.
he's definitely donezo, I think, with Chicago. It just depends on whether they want to trade him or not. He's got to go somewhere. He's a fucking stud.
I would love the guy.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to, say, hey, fuck it, I'm going to go play with Zach Wilson and these dudes over here and with the Jets, sure.
And continue to not get passes, and
yeah, sure. And he did go to school at Penn State, local, like local. But I don't know.
I could see him going to Philly. I mean, I think people got to realize Philly needs some help on the wide receivers up front as well.
Jalen Reagor, what a stretch. What a stretch for them. Devontae Smith has now, there's just times in the game. He's an Amari Cooper. He just disappears. It's crazy. But he does have talent. Philly does need some wide receivers. You're right. But Allen Robinson's got to go. Chicago is the doldrums for wide receivers. But all right, Scotty, there was your Salacious 6. And then we had my Salacious 7 quarterbacks I'd pick in front of Patrick Mahomes. And which you think I'm insane. That's episode 33, baby. Week 6 picks. We will get at you guys again next week on Tuesday after we hit week 6 and it's all in the books. We have forgotten the past 2 weeks, folks, to pick our Thursday night game. So the past 2 weeks we didn't pick the Rams and Seattle game, and we did not pick the Tampa Bay and Philly game last night. I would have taken Tampa Bay -7 and would have been really fucking pissed off.
Yeah, I would have taken Tampa Bay -7. I would have taken Rams too.
So it's in the book, Scotty. You got anything else?
I got nothing, brother.
All right. So let's have a good weekend. Let's watch these fucking games on Sunday and Monday night. Let's see if Urban Liar can pull out a win in London. And let's see if the Cowboys can stay hot. And I really, 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 really think that the New York Jets are going to get a win this week. So
they ain't going to get a loss, I'll tell you that. They ain't going to lose.
Okay.
Fuck.
All right. For Scotty G, this is fucking Rocco B. We're saying see you later and sayonara.
Adios.